turning on your world. The following program has been rated PG. It may contain scenes unsuitable for children under the age of 10.
Hello and welcome to yet another exciting episode of Churchill Show, My Story. And we're so glad you could join us. Asante sana kwa feedback zenyu na asanteni sana kwa kuendelea kutufuata kwenye mitandao za kijamii. Sasa mmekuwa mkiulizia, bana ulituletea Tony Njuguna, ukatuletea mheshimiwa John Kiarie na mheshimiwa wapi yule mwingine, yule alikuwa rais bana, yule Nyambane ako wapi? Na unajua your request is our command. So this week we bring you the amazing story of Walter Mongare, thinking even bigger. Yes, you've seen him perform as a president, but this time thinking even bigger. This is the amazing story of Walter Mongare, aka Nyambane. Twende tuone itakuwa namna gani. Unakumbuka ukienda showground pale?
Yes.
Yeah.
When life was when the show was a show.
Yeah.
When it was almost mandatory for every school to go to the showground.
Yes.
And so but you know, by that time nilikuwa in a school that does not have secondary school in it.
Yes.
It has Lenana school, so we were a little bit bourgeois. So for us, we never really went to the showground.
Yeah.
We went to State House. That's the difference.
Na kutoka showground mpaka Lenana ni karibu sana. Duke of York.
Duke of York. Yeah.
Duke of York.
Yes, you can see even the nini. Ulmatam and matam. Do you understand what it means?
Yani wajua what is surprising. Yani inakutosha mpaka saa hii.
Yes.
Uniform.
The only thing, the only difference is, my father bought for me the trouser when it was big. And he made sure that I wore it from Form 1, Form 2 to Form 4. But it all works. Even the socks are original. Yes.
Original, the Lenana,
yes.
the Mono.
Yes. Yeah.
You had no dream even of owning a car.
Why would you dream like that? That would be wrong. Why would you dream of owning a car?
Back then.
The cars we knew were Tipa, na kumwaga mchanga, na basi, Otange Kwao, Busi Deluxe. Those are the kind of vehicles that we knew. We never saw this one. But the first time I saw good cars is when I came to Lenana school.
To Lenana school.
It's been a journey, man. But you know, that's how it is. Simple decisions that enable you to. Simple decisions that enable you to propel your life in a certain direction that you like it. I mean, sit and goja. Tumecross?
Tumecross.
Okay.
Kwa morali. Haya sawa.
Tuingie hii. Ndio inaenda haraka.
Haya sawa.
Hizi zingine wanapiga bure.
Karibu.
Suitcase wameniwekea.
Hizi ndio ulikuwa unapandia hapa.
Hapa ndio tulikuwa tunaingia.
Unaweza toa sasa hivi.
Okay. We were 111. Our route was 111. And most of the time I used to take the 111 bus from Kenyatta National Hospital. Then unashukia Lenana. But when my dad dropped me, walinileta na anko yangu kutoka Langata. So we came from the other side of the road, not this one. So one of the weekends when I wanted to, one of the weekends I see people get sick leaves. And by the way, the Lenana school has one of the best hospitals, school hospitals, sanatorium.
Wow.
With almost a capacity of 70 beds.
Wow.
So
Sanatorium Mumesema.
Yes, that's what we call them.
Wow.
They are not called dispensaries. Please get with the program.
Dispensary.
Nyinyi mlikuwa mnaenda clinic.
Ilikuwa dispensary.
Yeah.
School dispensary.
So that time
ndio hapa. Nishoka ndio hii.
Yes.
So we are near Lenana.
We are about to alight. Don't worry, see today nakupeleka tu around yani uone penye maisha inaanzia.
Hii ndio njia ya showground.
That this is it. This is Jamhuri. But we never used to frequent here because we spend more time at Precious Blood, at State House. You know, those are the places for Lenana School. The people who frequented these are like na you, wenye mlitoka Matu Secondary School for the boys. Yeah, I know.
Supported by the
DOB, District Education Board. Yes. So I needed to go to my uncle. So I was using bearing. If you understand mathematically, you use direction based on bearing. So I knew we had come from that side. So I got into a matatu, I got into a bus that was heading that direction. The only thing I didn't know is that I needed to have dropped off at some point. So nilienda straight mpaka Ngong. Ni Saturday morning.
Ngong town?
Yes, Saturday morning.
Ukapita
Kiserian mpaka Ngong. So mzee wa basi ndiye ananiuliza.
Unapita Zambia then unajipata Ngong. Hapo unapita Bulbul.
Yes, alafu nikauliza huyu conductor, ni aje? Mimi nilikuwa naenda Lang'ata. Na hapa ni Ngong. Akaniambia sasa ile utadu juu 111 huwezi rudi nayo. Huwa 111 inafika Ngong ina change inakuwa 126. So 126 inapita Kiserian, Ongata-Rongai, Lang'ata, town mpaka Isili. So I also need to know where Lang'ata was. So nikaingia 126 mpaka Isili. So imagine the whole day ni kuzunguka. Eventually nikapanda 111 nikarudi shule jioni.
Huko wapi unashukia Lenana?
No, that one at least. That one niliwaambia nashukia Lenana. And of course they'd seen I was in uniform.
But the same uniform, uniform.
Yes, the same.
Nickname shule yenu ilikuwa inaitwaje?
Changes. Of course, changes. When we joined Form 1, I was excited about a pool. And since I'd come from the village, unajua village kwa river, unaingia huko juu, unatokea huko down. Inakupeleka. So I knew I know how to swim. So mimi nashangaa naona maji more because stagnant, so it's not moving, it's even better. So nikaenda shallow end. Nikaingia kidogo, nikachapa, nika float, nikaona niko poa. Nikaenda deep end. Nika dive. That was the last time I dived. So there's a guy, a classmate called Wameo, the son of the former MP for Mumias, where I was in primary school. Wameo is the one who saved me. And from that time, the following week, all the Form 1s of 91 were banned from the swimming pool.
Kukaribia?
Usionekane. Karibu na swimming pool.
Kidimbu.
Yeah, courtesy of me. So majority of us actually used to alight here, and you'll find them walking. And I think we can alight here. I don't see why we should be in the matatus never used to pass here. So tushukie hapa. Tushukie tu hapa. Awachane na sisi, si tutembee.
Tunashuka sasa. This was your stage.
This was our stage.
Hapa mtu akienda na change yako.
Hapa change ikienda imeenda. Mko na change yangu? Ndio hiyo yenu. Asante.
Thanks. Hakukuwa boda?
Hakukuwa na boda. Unashukia na sanduku yako hapa. Now most of the time tulikuanga wengi. And there were no developments over here, by the way. It was, that's in 91. You understand how long that is? Yeah, we're talking almost 4 decades ago.
4 decades?
Yeah, 4 decades.
Mambo? Umenilipia nini? Wacha na mimi kununulie sausage. Nipe nini kwanza, samosa. Anipigie story.
Mimi nataka smoke.
Ama huyu jamaa alikuwa bado those days?
Huyu jamaa, I know.
Nipe moja.
But the spirit is still the same. Mbona hii sausage smoke yako iko na stamp?
Niliambiwa ni edible.
Iko na stamp. Niliambiwa ni edible.
Niliambiwa ni edible. Na mtu aitwa Feliwa huko. Mlikuwa mnakula sausage hapa juu? Lenana.
Sausage ilikuwa kwa breakfast menu. Let me tell you. It's Lenana school. Okay? We used to have
sausages for breakfast. We used to have bacon for breakfast. In fact, majority of us, we were sitting like 10 on the table, each table, and each block has its own dining hall. So it's not the secondary school you are in. Please differentiate. We were kings. That's why it's Duke of York. We were knighted. Like me now, I'm called Sir Walter. You get such things. Yes.
Who was your best friend ukiwa Lenana? Who's the one guy mkiwa hii shule? Unamkumbukaga unasema my goodness. Na alienda wapi?
I've never known where Nyairo went to.
Who's Nyairo?
Nyairo was my best friend. There was one guy who came from Kisii, and is one who inspired me because tumekuja na kota system, so kizungu ni ngumu, so Nyairo ndio tunaelewana.
Tomato sauce iko wapi? Imeisha. Sasa hatuwezi kulipa. Ni kama tunalipisha. Hiyo sasa reduce minus tomato sauce.
Ama tufanye hivi. Nimekula mpaka 15. Shika. Tuelewane please. Nyairo. I've never known where Nyairo went to. The reason why Nyairo was my best friend is because kama umesema ngapi? 67. Uko na 600 nikupe 10.
Ati ni ngapi?
70 plus hiyo samosa.
70 plus?
Samosa.
Ndio, 70 ngoja. Ana confused. 70 plus.
Hii umetugonga.
Inakuja hesabu inaingiana. Hesabu inaingiana 20. Smoking ni 20.
Smoking ni 30.
Okay, make it 30. Umesema ni 30. Smoking ni 30. Nimekula ya 15 junusu ndio hii, sawa. Alafu sausage nini hii haikuwa na tomato sauce. So toa 10 ya tomato sauce. So 30 plus 40 plus 80 minus 26 is ndio pesa yako. Tupatie change. Tupatie change.
Hapa ingefaa kuwa ngapi? Niso.
Inafaa 70. Tumemaliza na asante. Bado? Okay, uko na 80 nikupatie 10. Tunakamia change lakini. Baadaye. So you see this forest was so compact. It's not the way it is right now. This was the beginning of Ngong Forest. Nishikie hili sasa. Wewe, ngoja nakama. Wacha nifanye haraka.
Wewe, unajua sasa hii sio kama ile siku tulikuwa unakuja. Ni mbali bwana, gate iko mbali. Usikue nduthi bana. Ile
but listen, I wanted you to experience
we are not younger anymore.
I wanted you to experience the walk that we used to have.
Yeah, like that's how many years ago hiyo tumemaliza?
That's 1990. Oi. Twende. Uko wapi
wewe? Wewe ni Otero. Nenda pole pole, tunaenda kufuatana.
Twende pole pole. You didn't have the luxury of these things those days. So you had to walk all the way that way. Yes. Yeah.
Kumbe kazi kisha yote unaweza fanya hii.
By the way, tuseme, this is the largest economy in Kenya right now. Boda. The only thing is these guys don't know the value that they carry as bodas. You know, this is 100,000 investment. So you can imagine how many bodas we have in Kenya. Ni msajijui. Yeye anafikiria tu ni kubeba na beba.
Na kuja mandazi.
Wewe twende.
Tumungoje hapa akuje Lenana. Tumungoje hapa. Sasa tumungoje te
ndio hiyo haya. Ni bebe.
Congrats. Bala mimi hata sijaona.
Wewe ndio nimebeba, wewe ndio unanilipa. I like this moment because it reminds me of Mzee Moi. So that is why he used to ask the magical word. Vijana mugo wangapi? Mugo wangapi?
Mnaulizwa vijana.
Mugo wangapi? Watano. Nani mkubwa yenu?
Huyu hapa.
Haya. Tupatie change. Haya, mbarikiwe, si ndio? Haya, take care of the rest. Haya.
Hizi zimetoka Kisii.
Original. Sasa hii ndio ile inaitwa sweet banana. Hii ndio
sweet banana.
So hii inaitwa Cavendish. Okay? Hii inaitwa pogo. Na hii inaitwa ditoke. Yes.
Ndio
So,
kutengeneza matoke.
Total sweet banana ndio ina miss hapa.
Kale kadogo.
Kale kadogo.
Na si ndiwaga?
Hizi tukali no haiko hapa. Take away haiko hapa.
Asante. Hii imetoka Kisii direct. Na unaitwaje? Joshua nani? Makori.
Si unajua ni
Mkisii. Ni wewe ni Mkisii?
Na hapa taino.
Kutoka wapi bwana?
Ya wacha tuongee kwa lugha ya
sorry.
Say no ngaya. Kiamo kam friend. Okay. Yaani ditoke ile kwa rudi kusine pikipiki. Ametoka Kisii na pikipiki mpaka hapa.
Wewe na Matiang'i kwenye mkaribu ama Maranga? Wewe karibu na Maranga ama Matiang'i? Matiang'i hivi. Kwa sababu yeye ni security. Okay, waambie we'll be right back after the break. Sema hivyo, rudia hivyo. Waambie we'll be right back Makori. Sema we'll be right back after the break.
We'll be right.
Sema naitwa Makori.
Bwana bunogo tebi.
I'll be right back after the break.
Joshua Makori. We'll be back right.
Kora. Ngamote ya seke kusi. Batevi ngoira na tole after the break.
Ngoira na tole after break.
We will be right back.
We'll be right.
After the break. Makori. Corona jamaa Kisii bwana. Haya asante bwana.
Wow, thank you for your time.
And do you have any question for us?
How juicy.
Juicy. Niko fiti maze niko fiti majamana mabendi wako fiti.
Mama yao. Angalia mikono yangu imeparara.
Ala, aibu gani mwenzangu? Kwani umekuwa ukitumia sabuni gani ya unga? Unahitaji sabuni na laini kwa mikono. Unaona Ariel mpya inayeyuka haraka na ni laini kwa mikono yako huku ikiondoa madoa sugu.
Na mikono yangu laini.
When my doctor told me to take better care of myself, the wife said we should start salsa dancing. I said, no way. She insisted. And you know how that goes. I was useless. She also started cooking with fresh fry cooking oil. It's cholesterol-free, which is good for my heart. And it's triple refined, which makes food taste delicious. Perfect for meat dishes, fish, vegetables, curries, stews, shallow fry, deep fry. We even started trying new recipes. And other new things. But that's another story. Now I feel great. And hey, I look pretty good too. All thanks to my darling wife and fresh fry cooking oil. Life is full of flavor.
Nothing that runs this fast is ever really enjoyable. Now try the same with Zesta. Sauce Mosmos. The sauce that runs a lot slower because it's made a lot richer, thicker, tastier. Only when life goes Mosmos, it's a lot tastier.
Every time Gran arrives, she always has a small reward for her.
I made this for you today.
Ah, thank you, my baby. It's so beautiful.
Wow!
She's happy, and I trust it because it's made with milk and other carefully controlled ingredients without any colorings or preservatives. Care has been taken to make it. I love to see her happy because it meets her taste and fantasy. Kinder Joy, my trust, their joy. How powerful is the healing power of Vaseline? We applied Vaseline jelly to one leaf, the other we left alone. After just a few days, the difference is visible. Nothing locks in moisture better to keep skin restored. That's the healing power of Vaseline.
Try Panadol Advance for relief from headaches, body aches, and fever. With Panadol's Optizorb formula, the tablet gently breaks down in the stomach, quickly absorbs, and starts providing pain relief in 15 minutes. For fast and effective pain relief that you can trust, try Panadol Advance.
You ask for the legend, and the legend is here. Senior. Sitasema Mchonga because I know his real name. Senior Nyambane. And Senior Nyambane Junior.
Let's work with Senior.
Senior Nyambane. Senior Nyambane. You all know him, okay, Walter Mungare with us here on My Story. My goodness. Alikuwa natueleza juu ya shule yao Lenana, Duke of York. Duke of York. Yes. Na Lenana ni kubwa mpaka tumetoka kwa gate. Yes. Bado kuna playgrounds ziko huko na zingine ziko huko.
That's the hockey. That used to be the hockey pitch, and I think it still is the hockey pitch. Yes. For those of us who wanted to access some things at the tuck shops that were not in the tuck shop, they would pretend to be the hockey teams so that we can go to some.
Unavaizo mabitu za hockey.
Yes. All in the name of going to buy something.
So umetoka. Were you a prefect monitor?
My ambition to become prefect did not materialize.
Yeah.
At Form 3, simply because the campaigns were as good as the campaigns that you have now, and so at that point I was campaigning to be the prefect, and not just the prefect, the head of school. And I was actually poised to be the head of school.
Wow!
But one thing just stood between me and that. I had already started a business in Lenana School selling chapatis in Form 2. By the time I was beginning, Abari Mami, for Ukofiti. Yeah, nice. You know, this is the only show that I know things happen naturally. Yeah, like that.
We hata jua kwa TV hivyo ndio kunaenda hivyo opportunity. Angeongea na baba hapa.
Imagine.
Umwachie
tungemtuma mahali. Sasa unajua. So I used to sell as a solo, and then of course I recruited salespeople. Anyairo was one of them. I recruited about 5 guys. Each block had a representative. So I used to get the chapatis from my cousin, who was a receptionist. She used to cook the chapatis at exactly 8:45. I would come out of prep class, go and pick the chapatis, go to my dormitory, distribute it to my distributors, and wait for the money the following day. By the time I was going to Form 3, my bid to be head of school, that kind of people were saying, "Oh, jamana uza chapati sasa tatuuza." So there was a smear campaign. So that's how I missed to be the head of school.
Now, tumetoka Lenana changes.
Yes.
Now to KU. Let's take a walk. I think I like this. The new balance.
Churchill. I want us to balance on this. I want us to walk steadily. This is when you know these things happen. Are you ready? Let's go. Just easy. Churchill, let's go. It's just like this. Yeah, just like this. Churchill. Churchill, you can even run on it.
Sasa nimeget. I need to focus mali naenda.
No, ni hivi tu. Ni hivi Churchill. You don't have to struggle. Ni nini una struggle? You just walk. What's the problem?
Miguu ndio kidogo. Hii iko straight. Ama yangu ndio iko straight.
Basikuja hii side.
No, I think it's because I was focusing on where I am. I need to focus where I'm going, not where I'm starting. So ukatoka hapo ukaenda KU.
Yes.
How was that?
Nikimaliza Form 4.
Yes.
My friend, my dad ameniambia nianze kurevise for university. Akaniletea vitabu za brother yangu alikuwa Maseno. Ben. Akaniambia anza kurevise literature. Sasa he doesn't know what I'm going to do in campus. He doesn't know what campus I'm going to. But that was my dad, an education officer.
Mr. Mongare.
Mr. Mongare. Marco Mongare. Senior.
Yes.
Mwenyewe. I love you, Dad. And Mom.
Then Tony and KJ.
Then Tony and KJ happened. This story requires that we sit down. Hiyo ni story kubwa.
Na train ikikuja.
Tutaona vile tutajipanga.
Okay.
Hey! Tony and KJ happened. Wewe kalia hii kalia.
No, ni sawa.
Trouser yako
itaoshwa na kama embarambara inaoshwa. Hizi itaoshwa pia. Utaniambia what is it with that guy?
Yeah, so unajua kucheza ile historia mawe?
unatafuta spot moja, ukipigia mtu story, unatafuta spot moja, unapiga tu hiyo spot. Ukipiga story. So then KJ and Tony happened. That was when I was in second year. The first thing I did, I wanted to be in entertainment, and I wanted to be in the school band and the campus band, and Tony was in charge of the band. I used to play piano here in Lenana School, and I used to, for the Catholic, I was a Catholic. So I used to play those hymns. So when I went to KU, I wanted to join the band. And Tony was in charge. And you know, mimi nilikuwa nimejua zile kodi tatu. Unajua piano unachezanga usisahau vidole. Chan 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 na chorus inaenda. So when I went for the auditions, nilikuwa na vidole hivi nimekaa hivi ndio nisisahau chords. Mazee Tony akanifukuza. Wewe si uende penye ulikuwa unaenda, si uache tupige story. Hata kama tuko changes na inaniongelesha nini? Churchill, tuendelee kutembea. Hizi vitu zinaniogopesha.
Wacha ujifurahishe. Hiyo ina shida ni kamili.
Iko sawa? Acha nione kama itakuwa bravo. Come kwa kitabu. Come usome. Mazina inasikia. Simama hapo. Simama. So let me ask you, where do you think it's going?
That's a good question.
Wacha tukae hizo hivi na wewe. So, Tony just chased me away and akaniambia you are not worth being in a band.
Kwa nini?
Yeah, because nilikuwa nacheza chords za chorus.
We
sio chord za entertainment.
Yes.
So that was the difference. But then KJ happened, because KJ was a year behind me.
Mheshimiwa
Kiari, where we are seated right now. This is his constituency. KJ joined us from Dagoretti. He was in first year. So that's when we started the ridiculous entertainment.
Nani alidiscover mwingine?
I think we kind of connected. And I think positive energy, when you go positive energy, you kind of attract one another. When we started out the comedy team, we did not do the political satire before. We were just doing social skits and entertaining. And at that point, that's when KJ was like, wait a minute. Unakuanga kwa band, na tunakuonanga ukientertain Moi akikam. Moi was the chancellor of the university. So tunakuonanga na Moi ukimuentertain. Na kinda mnafanana. Si tuanzishe tu kitu inamfanana tu. Literally speaking, we can accord KJ being the first pioneer of ridiculous. He came up with the concept, he came up with the look and feel of ridiculous, he came up with the name. So the rest of us, we actually just carried and translated the name to reality. That's what we did.
You were so big, eh? How do you fit kwa class 10 and now you are Moi, where you're the president, na bado wewe ni mwanafunzi. Hata darasani class, did it affect you? Even relationship, campus, how was that?
It was a very interesting scenario. By second year, we were already making waves.
And making money.
And we were already making money. As a student and you're in a public campus, you're not expected to drive into school compound. By that time, I'd already, gotten a wife. By that time, I'd already gotten a child. And I'm still in school. My daughter now has already finished campus. She's a psychology major, a graduate, looking at going into practice. So,
wapi?
Right now, siako kwa nyumba.
Tumezeka hivyo.
Hivyo tu. Wewe unakumbuka tukikutana na wewe? My friend. Pesa inakusaidia sana Tachi. Pesa imekusaidia sana. Hata kala imechange.
Hata kala gani?
You can imagine kama Churchill ako light sahi. Tell me how he was.
Kwa giza totoro.
Churchill ulikuwa unatupita. Mtu anasema Churchill amekama. Hata unanisalimia nasikia sauti naanza kutafuta na uko hapo.
Bakama Tracy amemaliza university.
Tumezeka. Hata kusimama unasimama.
Sasa nahitaji mkongojo. Na ulipiga show. Do you have one memorable show? Najua tulipiga show mingi sana. But one ile unakumbukage unasema wa
Rugby 7. Yeah.
Ati wanafanya opinion poll, wanasema mzee hawezi shinda. Ni nani alisema Kibaki hawezi shinda? Ndiye anaweza shinda. Si nyinyi mko hapa, watu wa gazeti si mko hapa, tuwaoneshe kwamba mnampenda Kibaki. Ya Kibaki ingia ndani, rige.
Then the motherboard of them all is Kenya at 50.
Hamsini iliyopita, leo tunasherehekea Churchill. Na hiyo miaka 27 ni zangu mimi mwenyewe. Nikisema boy ni mtu anaona mbele. Mkasema boy, nikasema kijana ndio huyu, na sasa ndio huyu.
Where did you get that flag?
Nilipewa hapo na nani?
Somehow.
Nilipewa na nani? Ni Bruce Odhiambo ama ni nani?
Ni
Big Ted.
I think it was Big Ted.
It's Big Ted.
My friend. Mimi naangalia hivi napata ushashika bendera. Unanikumbusha ile sisi wana Wanyayo tunaingia. Uko wangapi? Hapo hivi naingia.
Did you manage to go to see the former president when he passed on? Mlikutana naye live?
Of course, I had encounters. We had an opportunity with him. When at some point when he was in hospital, I went and visited him, and I was privileged to be there for his final send-off, and we thank God for him.
Kama COVID sasa angesemaje vile kuna COVID?
Kila mtu ajidede. Ukishikwa na corona, baada mwenzako kidogo tusherehekee kama jamii moja. It wouldn't be an issue.
It will not have been an issue.
No, it's not an issue. Kila mmoja apate hii kitu utungwe. Wanatunga juu ama chini.
Angedungwa.
Moi.
Unaona kama angedungwa.
Moi mwenyewe alikuwa na vaccine zake kwa nyumba. Adungwe kwa nini? The guy used to live healthy.
Have you ever thought of being a president at one point? Wewe kama Walter. No, don't tell me. We'll tell you when you come back. This is an amazing story of Walter Mongare. Mimi siwezi tembea hapa. We'll be right back after the break. Waambie tutarudi kama president.
Which president?
Moi.
Unajua kuna wengi.
Umesema nini?
Tutarejea after. We'll be right back after the break.
Don't mama hapo, usitoke hapo. We will be back. Okay, I will be back.
I see innovation and entrepreneurship thriving. I see young Kenyans remaking the world around them, creating lasting solutions to tomorrow's problems today. And I see women just like me at the heart of this revolution. And while others might see symbols and numbers, these girls see the language of the future. My name is Dorcas Owino, and I am a co-director at Lake Hub.
The tea sector is one of Kenya's top foreign exchange earners. The sector supports over 600,000 small-scale farmers. There are over 100 tea factories, among them Kipsigis Highlands Tea Factory, owned by Kipsigis Highlands Multipurpose Cooperative Society, which was formed in 2010.
We have a nucleus farm comprising of 1,500 acres and around 8,000 outgrowers who supply us with green leaf. Our partner Cooperative Bank gave us 325 million to buy this farm. Factories capable of producing up to 80 tons per day.
We have paid dividend 2 times, and the highest we paid was 33%.
We as Cooperative Bank were able to finance them with about 450 million to set up a tea processing factory.
Cooperative Bank of Kenya is working with cooperatives to transform lives.
No matter what's going on in the world, there's one place you can go to stay up to date with the latest global news. The BBC News World Service app helps you go behind the headlines and make sense of what's going on around the world. And with a call to listen button, you can listen to live radio without using your data. Download the BBC News World Service app and start listening today.
Do your gums hurt? Yeah. Does your toothpaste contain sage, eucalyptus, myrrh, chamomile?
All that in one toothpaste?
Yes, try Colgate Herbal. Colgate Herbal contains nature's best herbs and Colgate's fluoride technology to give you strong teeth and healthy gums.
Ah, Colgate Herbal.
Colgate Herbal for strong teeth and healthy gums naturally. Now introducing new Colgate Charcoal Gently Clean for a naturally fresh and clean mouth.
Have you heard of the Kenya Airlift Program? An initiative that supports Kenyan students to undertake IT-related master's programs in the US? To qualify, one must have a minimum of a B plane in KCSE plus a second-class division in any undergraduate major. Apply. For details, visit www.kenyaairliftprogram.com or give us a call on +1813 573 5619. Kenya Airlift Program, empowering Kenyan students.
Buda uliochile game ya jana?
Aisi walishindwa. Buda, tutamaliza bundles. Kwani utapataje makastomero? Una data save Buda.
Cheki, wewe ndio kusema kwa data yako. Mimi naitwa Zuri kutoka Safaricom. Tumia data save kupunguza speeds ukijibamba na highlights za game. Kisha ongeza speeds wakati wa kuteka makastoma.
Dial *544#. Select 8 for bundle management, then 2 for data save. Select 1 if you want to save bundles by reducing your speed, or 2 if you want full speed for faster downloads.
Jichanue and take control.
I do a lot to make my performance top-notch. Starting with my tires, followed by mobility exercises. At 6 a.m., I start my run. I do this every day to become my best.
Choose performance like Eliud Kipchoge. Total Lubricants, now with an innovative design to offer optimal performance and protection for your engine.
This is NTV.
Tonight, the country is still in the throes of a COVID-19 pandemic, but another silent killer won't just buzz off.
This malaria vector control project targets 8 malaria endemic counties.
Plus,
malaria ni mingi, so ikichukua tu mtu yeyote hospitali anasema kana malaria, hata kama ni mtoto kidogo. Kwa 2019 watu walikuwa wagonjwa.
In tonight's special report, Bridget Singana explores the complex relationship between climate change and malaria.
What climate change is going to do is going to make our work very difficult, because with increase in temperatures, then we see upsurges in malaria. We see more usage of drugs.
Also tonight, the rains failed, Now Marsabit has a harvest of carcasses.
Sasa watoto wanakaa kuna chakula. Kuna shida ya jirani sana. Anakula kitu kidogo. Mchana anakula saa 7 hivi chakula kidogo. Usiku hakuna kitu anakula. Nakaa tuna njaa.
As life dries up and death closes in, the hungry cling to fading hope. And also tonight,
we have not understood why the police are reluctant to occupy places that have been made comfortable for them by Wanainchi.
And the new, fully equipped police posts in Kajiado that police just won't use.
I compromise it all. Either my skin is sensitive or my back's against the wall.
You can have it all.
What?
Always brings it all.
Okay.
Get tall with new Always Twin-1. Feather-like softness overall, even on the wing skull. And rapid dry channels.
Let me see you make a move. See it all, do it all, have it all.
Always. We are the generation of change.
Today tastes like it's all fired up. Like it's cooling down. Tastes like open air and closed eyes. Today tastes like a Sunday barbecue, and it never tasted this good.
I have to admit, I didn't like sukuma wiki when I was growing up, but now I've created a way to make sukuma wiki tastier and meatier. I simply add 2 Royco beef cubes, and the end result is a rich, meaty flavor. And today, I have brought along my harshest food critics for a taste test. My kids.
Lovely!
Royco beef cubes. Add 2 small cubes for a big, meaty taste.
Like every mom, you want the best for your child.
Happy birthday.
You feed her mind and nurture her body. And you understand there are times you have to let her pick herself up when she falls. You make sure she knows the joy of sharing happy moments with family. And when everything comes together, you above all others will share the taste of success with her. Blue Band tastes like mama's love.
Shushu, wamesema hakuna harusi.
Kwa nini? Hapana, haiwezekani. Mami harusi lazima itaendelea.
Make a prayer record tusichimiwe ndu.
Nasema Safaricom iko na 500 MB free kila siku. Sasa tunaweza kustream hiwe tu.
Hi Shushu.
Get 500 MB free kila siku and never miss a moment.
Mama yao, angalia mikono yangu imeparara.
Ala, aibu gani mwenzangu? Kwani umekuwa ukitumia sabuni gani ya unga? Unahitaji sabuni na laini kwa mikono. Unaona Ariel mpya inayeyuka haraka na ni laini kwa mikono yako, huku ikiondoa madoa sugu.
Na mikono yangu ni laini.
When they flip and roll and start to crawl away, tape diapers can be hard to put on. Then it's time for all-round fit Pampers pants. Easy to pull on even when they're moving around for a great fit and up to 12 hours of dryness. And easy to remove. Just tear the sides, lift away, roll up the pants, and you're all done.
A 2-piece pack now available at only 50 bob.
Try Panadol Advance for relief from headaches, body aches, and fever. With Panadol's Optizorb formula, the tablet gently breaks down in the stomach, quickly absorbs, and starts providing pain relief in 15 minutes. For fast and effective pain relief that you can trust, try Panadol Advance.
Churchill. Bro. Karibu serikali ya umma.
Wow. Asante. Nice office.
Ofisi si yangu. Ofisi ni ya umma.
Yes.
It's a public space.
Yes.
So lakini unakaribishwa.
Asante sana.
Hapa ndio tunahudumia vijana wa Kenya.
Vijana wa Kenya. Welcome back to Churchill Show, My Story. What a privilege to be hosted by my brother Walter Mongare aka Nyambane. But tuna story tu kuongea ya Kiss 100 radio before we go to the other big agenda where we are going in the future.
Okay.
Of course, na story ya vijana. One thing about Kiss 100.
One thing about Kiss 100
yes.
is when I met my boss and our boss, Patrick Wako.
Yeah.
At that point, I think I was in third year at the university. Then this guy from Ghana invites me to a meeting at Grand Regency. Now, you know, if those days ukiingia, that's the current Lyco. Ukiingia Grand Regency, my friend, you're somebody. Then I met this beautiful lady called Caroline Motoko with Patrick. And they told me I will make a great radio host. I'd never been on radio before, other than a small stint at Nation Media when we started Nation FM. And that started a beautiful journey that was for 8 years with Caroline. And thanks to Patrick for believing in me even before I knew what I would do. Yes, and of course Caroline making sure that every 4 a.m. that was the first person I saw every single weekday for almost 8 years.
8 years.
Yeah, so she became family.
Yeah, can you imagine? Up until leo.
Yeah.
Kuna missing I wish and I miss radio chapetu character Nyambane.
No, I don't miss radio. It's because I lived my life completely.
We are talking to the youth. How do you inspire youth right now? Ana pesa, COVID ndio hii, biashara zote zimefungwa, wanakuwatch, umetoka comedy, sasa umekuwa mtu serious, wanashindwa mazee jamaa ameumeka ameumba.
Even when your guys called me and I was speaking to one of your crew members and they were like, hey, by the way, we want to discuss from stage to state. And kasema watu wako creative. And so it's a privilege first to serve in this office and thanks to my boss, the president, and it's also a huge responsibility. A time where the ordinary and standard young person in Kenya is 20.1 years old. The median age for the country is 20 years. So basically, every other Kenyan out there is a young person. And so it pains to see the level of desperation, and some of those desperations that have been created is out of narratives that we sell. In a country where we have opportunities, in a country where we enjoy relative stability, we're in a position where we need to change people's lives in a better way. And so that's a process. And for the young people, what I always say, it's a question of being a young person. It's not a state, it's a phase. And it's only 17 years and you're out. Yeah, because that's what the Constitution allows us to think about as a young person. You're 18 and at 35 you're exiting. Yeah.
You're very spiritual. Is it because of choir or what issues?
By the way, Churchill, we are a walking testimony. Why I believe so much on the Bible and the Word, it's because even when the president appointed me, kama ulisikia, he did something that I was like, why did he have to say it that way? When he got to a point and said, sasa huyu si Nyambane tena, sasa simuiti Nyambane, sasa namuita Walter, atakuja tufanye hivi na hivi. You see, at that point, it just reminded me what God did. When God was ready to bless Abraham, he changed his name first. He said, you shall no longer be called Abraham, but you'll be called Abraham. And so for me, when the president says, Sawesi Nyambane tena weni Walter, that's how I get my connection, and it's a blessing. That's why I believe I'm a walking testimony every day.
Yeah.
Yes.
Before to go serious na watu waje kusema Walter, huyu jamaa kwa moyo naongea tuacha nini. So you've acted former president for very long. Rest his soul in eternal peace.
Amen.
So have you ever seen yourself on that seat? Because to me act na West Key. And the look, the depiction, after the last one to the act na hapa Ngong Road, resemblance ushajiona ukiwa hapo? Because you can act something
until you become.
Yes.
It's called, in the art industry, it's called fake it until you make it. So I think I faked it, and I'm still hoping to make it someday.
Can you imagine, like what you are going through? Do you think the president understands what's happening on the ground right now?
Yes, my president understands what's happening on the ground. Yes, he does. And that's why he's the president. And that's why the president has handlers, and that's why the president has advisors, that's why the president has intelligence. Unajua, this is the only president I know who lives who sneaks out and goes around in a pro box.
Pro box, okay.
Yes, pro box, and he checks out what is happening until he gets things done. Yeah, so it's hands-on.
If you are President Nyambane, what would you do in a situation kama iko now?
Why would I want to imagine myself?
Why not?
When I need to advise myself?
Kuna kitu Lupita alituambia hapa, alisema
dreams are valid. So Churchill, what are your dreams? What are your dreams? Let me ask you that.
Happy man, because you know with just already media for you know how it works in the political.
Yes. Let me put it this way. 2022 is coming up. Okay,
it's next year.
It's next year. The president, His Excellency President Uhuru Kenyatta, has done what he needed to do within the abilities and the capabilities that he had. So we're coming into 2022, giving Kenya another opportunity for a new, building on what he has already done going forward. So at this point, I don't know who's likely to be the president, but I can't even rule myself out. Yes.
You can't rule yourself out.
I just say that. But you say dreams are valid. Yes, dreams are valid. Yes. Yeah.
Sasa utachukua sauti ya Moi tena, he's the former president ama sasa. You know, the most difficult person to mimic was His Excellency Uhuru Muigai. And you need to tell
No.
Watu wamejaribu sauti yake.
Honorable KJ, when we were doing Ridiculous, by the way, we had already lined up Uhuru Kenyatta. We have another skit where Mo introduced Uhuru Kenyatta at Githurai. Kijana ndio huyu.
Asanteni. Leo nimekuja hapa Githurai waletea Uhuru Kenyatta. Uhuru Kenyatta kuja Tanzania wananchi. Kijana, usisahau kusema ndugu zanguni vile baba yangu alikuwa akisema. Mmepiga makelele yenu, wacha pige makelele yake sana.
Ndugu zanguni, dada zanguni, mama zanguni, baba zanguni, nyanya zanguni, na kuguni zote ambazo zinaweza kufika hapa leo.
Uhuru Kenyatta is not a hard character. If anything, I think you look like my president.
He's very eloquent.
You look like my president.
Really?
Yes, the president looks like you. Yes, even you laugh like my president.
I know that.
Yes, even you slapping like my president. Yeah, you yes, that's how my boss does. So,
yes. So I was relative.
You never know.
We are
from the dark part of the family. Yeah, so don't forget to say that.
Embarambara. Nyambane jamaa
Embarambamba. Yes.
Wewe ni musician, umekuwa ukicompose. Umempigia simu?
I can try and see whether we can even get him.
Yeah, let's get him.
Ega story na Churchill kara kwani Churchill igaiga.
Mzuri.
Jamila sema
ra.
Hiyo niweza nilifanyika ile Jamila mara karuka
ukaanguka na makalio. Unajua sasa hivi uko number 1 international gospel artist wa KC.
Yeah.
The new song umeimba ni gani sasa hivi? Yes, yes.
I was confused.
Hebu rudia hiyo chorus.
Ukitaka Mungu akuinue, this way. Ukitaka uende mbali,
this way. Okay bro, tulitaka tu tukusalimie, but maliza na Churchill.
Aya. Nitakutafuta ukuje show utuambie nani anafua hizo nguo. La! Aya, asante sana.
Yeah, but for me, it's not just about this guy doing the things he's doing. What is our responsibility towards the creative industry? And one of the things, if you've seen, the president has been very, very keen on the creative industry and supporting the creative industry the best way he can, from giving them, rebates and stuff like that, creating an environment. The other day, he signed a document into policy that is supporting the creative industry. So Embarambamba is just an example of artists that we have to hold hands. We have to support them administratively.
Final word. Kuna vijana labda wakuona ukiact kama Nyambane. Their parents, of course, I'm sure they are very happy to see you. Final one. Kwa the upcoming, what can you say, Gengeton generation?
Yes.
So they are young.
Yeah. One of the things that I always tell our young people and artists, number one, it's important for you to think about your trade 20 years from now. And that is why when we teamed up with your brother Ezekiel Mutua, Dr. Ezekiel Mutua, for me to be an ambassador for clean content, it was based on one thing. What content is that you're churning out today? And remember, you're putting it on the digital platform. The internet never forgets. When you're 20 years older, would you be proud of what you're doing? Would you be proud of what you've already put onto the market for people to consume? What kind of content are you sending out? What kind of message are you sending out? Because if you don't understand the power that you hold as an artist and as a voice or as an image, then you will misuse it. And I think all I want to encourage the young people to do in the art industry is, number one, think longevity, think content-wise and try and have it clean, and think about the impact that you have at any particular moment, and collaborate with government, work with government. You're a medium, and we can work with you as a government to support you. Yes.
Great.
Yeah.
Finally, you want to inspire a family, a people, a Kenyan right now.
Yes.
Hizi pressure zote, COVID, jobs zimefungwa, hakuna shows.
It's a very difficult comment to make, because this is the first sort of pandemic that we are all going through as a people. It's a mental thing. I think it's an attitude thing. You know, half of the diseases we carry are mental. Ushajiambia wewe ni msik tu, na ukakuwa msik kabisa. Yani uko msik, umeenda hosi na mtu ajui kwa nini uko sick. It's because of what you believe.
Kuna mara mingi nilikuwa najisikia niko na corona.
Ndio sasa you start suspecting yourself and living a certain way. All I can tell you, for example, corona. Corona,
COVID,
and which they call COVID-19. All I can tell you, bro, ni ati unaweza kuwa msik na upone na hata huko notice. But it's all about the mind. And a pandemic that is happening in the world, it's happening now. We are grappling with what can we do? How do we do it? But all we need to do is follow the government protocols. That's the basic information you have. Sanitize, keep social distance. We wear our masks when we are closed and all those things. But above all, just keep your mind clear.
You've never changed. In terms of your weight, the looks, what's the secret?
Living positively. Living positively. In exercise, that's a lifestyle.
Every day.
Going to the gym is not a schedule. It's a lifestyle.
Every day.
Yeah, it's a lifestyle.
There's a last question tunaulizaga hapa ya quick fire.
Yes, later.
So you just say which one, like Arsenal or Man U?
I don't support any of those two teams. So why would you give me that? Mimi ni mtu wa Shabana. And the reason why I support Shabana, huwa hatushindi sana, so hakuna pressure. Na tukienda Mombasa tunabaki huko, hatuna fare, which by the way Shabana, nitajaribu mtumie fare. So ni sawa. So give me another.
Town or up country?
Okay, that works.
Town or up country? Which one do you prefer? Where do you
up country?
Up country.
Yes.
Fantastic. Matoke ama chips?
Obvious, matoke.
Okay.
But matoke can also be chips.
depending on how you cut it and dry it. Yes. So matoke and chips.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sanaipei or Nadia?
Which Sanaipei?
Sanaipei Tande. Sanaipei la kwaheri. Kwaheri. Ama Nadia.
Nadia. Pia acha nikuulize. Jane ama Njeri?
Which Jane?
This is how you catch Churchill.
That's how we finish.
Akona Jane wengine. Ajui ni which one.
All right, thank you so much. That's been awesome. My goodness, looking for you. You're doing an amazing job.
Thank you.
I hope to see you at the top. Tumemaliza.
Yeah, tumemaliza. But I have to say this. Please continue to partner with us at government to change the lives of the young people. So this is the responsibility you and I have. It's our time, it's our turn, and it's our future. It's as simple as that.
Done.
Right.
I like it.
Ndio hiyo. Gonga na left. Yes. Hebu cheka kama president wangu. Thank you very much.
Mwambie I've been waiting for him. The last time msalimie sana by the way.
Na hiyo. Then he would first sherekea it himself. Na hiyo. Then anasikia utamu yake. Ni maendeleo.
Get an 8-acre plot in phase 2 from Kenya shillings 145,000. Price inclusive of transferred title deed. Welcome to our open day on 1st May 2021. SMS plot to 21595.
What is family? Family is a solid foundation to build on and a strong pillar to lean on. It is believing in each one of us for the betterment of all of us. Family is working together today to win together tomorrow. It is creating opportunities for a lifetime of happiness. It is knowing we are valued, respected, understood, and most supported. The future is bright because you can always bank on family. Family Bank, with you for life.